Welcome to Deakin University in the Cloud. I wish to begin by acknowledging the peoples of many nations who are the traditional owners of the various lands on which we have all gathered today. We pay our respects to the local people for allowing us to have our gathering on their lands and to their elders past, present and future. On behalf of Deakin University and our partners, a very warm welcome to this conference. This is the 19th International Workshop on Advances in Cleaner Production, with a focus on a major topic so relevant to our future, towards sustainable energy, water, food nexus, the contribution of cleaner production. This conference was meant to be held at Deakin downtown in the CBD of Melbourne, but due to the COVID lockdown, has been reconfigured to go online into the cloud. There are 9 keynote and plenary invited speakers, papers and presentations, papers by the 2 prize winners of the International Network on Clean Production Awards, and 20 presentations selected from over 150 abstracts submitted for consideration to the International Network of Cleaner Production based in Brazil. Now, the importance of international collaborations in bringing together researchers, their research findings, providing them to a diverse research audience, including PhDs and other early career researchers, and mixing with leading international researchers has always been paramount in modern times. Never more so in bringing together the best minds in thinking, and in this case, in the cleaner production space. We have conference participants from all over the world and most, if not all, continents, and we acknowledge the time zone challenges for some of you, notwithstanding Zoom recordings. Now, climate change is a global challenge and one that can only be solved by aligned, collective global action and by solutions generated across all our key disciplines, uniting science, technology and medicine with the humanities, business and law. The theme of this workshop relates directly to this challenge of climate change and sustainability and many of the key UN Sustainable Development Goals. Furthermore, late in 2019, the World Economic Forum surveyed its Young Global Shapers Forum, who identified climate change and the failure to address this as the paramount global challenge we face currently. And with COVID, some might question this, but in fact, climate change, which has led to the loss of biodiversity and increased close interactions between humanity and other species in drastically altered climatic conditions, directly feeds into this, and even then was identified as a major adverse potential outcome of climate change. And I think that has now been proven. What we have learned from the COVID crisis and the responses around the world and in each of our home regions is, however, that agile, authentic, decisive leadership supported by and listening to evidence-based scientific input and social behavioural and systems thinking can address the most challenging of circumstances. The question for all of us and our societies, for our governments is, can we harness our energies and capabilities in a similar fashion for climate change and the well-being of the planet and humanity? We look forward to your thinking and contributions as part of this and are delighted to be able to assist on hosting this event and opportunity. I wish to note that the conference is a partnership between our Alfred Deakin Institute for Citizenship and Globalisation, a leading institute recognised worldwide for its huge impact on knowledge and its translation into action. I wish to also acknowledge the conveners, Professors Linda Hancock and also Linda Wallace. And we have also been supported by the ARC Centre of Excellence in Electromaterials Science and, importantly, by Paulista University, UNIMP. We also acknowledge the support and involvement of the General Chair and Founder of Advances in Cleaner Production Network, Professor Biagio Giannetti from Paulista University in Brazil. So I wish you a highly successful workshop and very much look forward to hearing of the outcomes. Thank you.
Hello and welcome to the conference for the International Workshop on Advances in Cleaner Productions. This conference is to be held at Deakin downtown, but unfortunately, because of the COVID-19, we are holding it now online from 26-27. All papers are available online, and we are delighted to also have a live webinar with our international keynote speaker, Professor Benjamin Savokol from Sussex University. That will be held on Tuesday, the 26th of May at 5 p.m. Melbourne time. The conference has attracted tremendous international interest, with more than 600 registrations and more than 150 abstracts submitted. More importantly, it has attracted a mix of internationally leading scholars, but also doctoral researchers and early career researchers. Our conference participants come from all over the world, and we are extremely delighted also with the partnership that our institute has put together to hold this conference successfully, both with Deakin's own IRC Center of Excellence in Electromaterials Science, but also with international partners like Paulista universities in Brazil. We are delighted with the contributions and the efforts of our conveners, ADI's own Professor Linda Hancock and Linda Wollensheim from ACS Center of Excellence. This conference themes, focusing as they are on sustainability and clean energy production, is also extremely important to our institute's own research agenda. The Alfred Deakin Institute is a leading social sciences and humanities research institute in Australia and globally for that matter. We undertake research that touches upon a number of these issues, both from multidisciplinary point of views, but also from intersecting thematic point of views. It is for this reason that we are really delighted to welcome all of you to this conference, and I look very much forward to hearing, reading, and knowing more about your deliberations. I wish you all the success.
Hi, I'm Professor Gordon Wallace, and I'm speaking to you today from the University of Wollongong, the headquarters for the ARC Centre of Excellence for Electromaterials Science, known as ESSES. Welcome to the 9th International Workshop on Advances in Cleaner Production. ESSES is honoured to be associated with this event. Of course, we would rather be welcoming you all in person here in Australia, but that's not possible at this time. Given these unusual circumstances, the organisers are to be applauded. In fact, they deserve a standing ovation for their tireless efforts in putting together an amazing program, a program that I'm sure will be highly effective online. Internationally recognised experts have come together to bring you the latest developments in advances for cleaner production. At ESSES, we are engaged in a discovery and development program to unearth new materials for use in energy conversion and storage. In the area of energy storage, we've discovered new electrode materials and electrolytes to enable development of high-performance batteries and capacitors. In the area of energy conversion, our most recent focus has been on the production of chemical fuels from feedstocks, including nitrogen or carbon dioxide. At ESSES, we are committed to translating our fundamental discoveries into devices that have end-user relevance. To do so, we partner with facilities such as the Australian National Fabrication Facility, the Materials Node, headquartered at the University of Wollongong, and the Battery Hub based at Deakin University, one of our partner institutes in ESSES. Together, we are working to develop prototypes designed to extract the best performance from our recently discovered materials and also to demonstrate practical utility. You will hear more about our research activities in some of these areas from two of our colleagues in ESSES, Professor Doug McFarlane and Professor Maria Forsyth. Within ESSES, and indeed within this community, we are all conscious of the non-technical issues associated with effective translation. These matters, including regulatory and policy issues and the creation of innovative business models, must be addressed in parallel if maximum impact is to be delivered. These are matters in which we all must be proactive. We all have a role to play. Even though it is virtual, I can assure you our arms of welcome are wide open. We welcome your input. We welcome your participation. We welcome your commitment to progressing and ensuring the implementation of advances in cleaner production. Welcome.
Hello, this is Linda Hancock. I'm speaking on behalf of myself and Linda Wollensheim, and we're the organising committee for this conference. We started off with planning a wonderful 3 days in Melbourne, and in May, which is a beautiful season. It's autumn and we have a wonderful city. The city of Melbourne has approximately 4 million people, and we have our Deakin downtown venue there where we were going to hold the 3-day conference. But with the COVID virus, which we've all been exposed to, and many more than others, we've been trying to be innovative and we've gone online. And so we're still bringing you the conference. We've had over 150 abstracts, which are going to be published in a book of proceedings. We've chosen some of those which are going to be given as 10-minute presentations. We have the one live to air session with Professor Benjamin Sovacool from the United Kingdom, who is at the University of Sussex, and we have 8 plenary speakers and 2 International Network of Cleaner Production prize winners. So this is a great event. We've had over 600 registrations, so we're very pleased with the global reach of our conference. And the conference theme on energy, water, food nexus is incredibly important. And so we're looking forward to the papers, and you have the book of proceedings. We are, of course, sorry you're not going to be seeing our wonderful wildlife, and we hope you'll come another time. Certainly, cleaner production is a key to a sustainable future, and the topic of our conference focusing on energy, water and food nexus is reflected in the papers. We're very pleased to be able to thank the Chief Editor-in-Chief, Professor Cecilia Armida, for giving an edition of the Journal of Cleaner Production to the conference, and also to Professor Fethi Agostino for an edition of the Journal of Environmental Management and Accounting. So these will be important ways of people writing up their papers and publishing them. We also have a lot of people to thank, and I personally want to thank Linda Wallace, who's a PhD candidate, for her wonderful work as a co-organiser of the conference with me, but also our director, Professor Fethi Mansouri, who's the UNESCO chair, as well as the director of the Alfred Deakin Research Institute, and our partners. We have as partners, very important, the Australian Research Council Centre of Excellence for Electromaterials Science, the University of Paulista, in particular the founding Professor Biagio Giannetti, and also I want to thank Luis for his wonderful work in organising the website. So we hope you all enjoy the conference, and thank you very much for your support and your participation, and we'll take this into next year in regard to the publications. So thank you very, very much and welcome.
On behalf of the organizing committee, I am honored to welcome all participants and to express my gratitude appreciation to the authors for the important works presented in this edition of the International Workshops on Advances in Cleaner Production. The International Workshops on Advancing Cleaner Production was planned to take place in Melbourne. However, the global health conditions have placed our community into a new challenge. This event is a proof of the resilience and power of the research community to overcome the extraordinary world situation that we live in 2020. The community that works with sustainability and development issues shows competence. Congratulations. The extensive program, the representative number of participants, The quality of the conference and contributions allowed this event to be considered an academic success. It is the consequence of the contribution from several colleagues spread across different parts of the world. Colleagues who have worked for several years in different types of institutions, academic, business, and government. You are responsible for the size and quality of the international workshops on advances in clean production. My special thanks to Professor Linda Hancock, Professor Linda Wallace, and team. Without your special and competent support, this event would not have occurred. I also hope that you will continue to contribute to the advancements of cleaner production and sustainable development. Welcome.